Because of this pandemic we're going through right now, everyone's forced to stay home for the most part. People aren't able to go to the gyms because most of the gyms in their towns are closed down. So what are you supposed to do to maintain your weight or even lose weight without cutting your calories super low? The main thing is by increasing your activity level. This is something that people tend to do very often, which is overestimate how many calories they're actually burning through exercise, and they underestimate how much food they're actually eating. So they're not tracking their calories properly. They think that they're doing a certain amount of exercise, when in reality they're not. I'm gonna go over some of the many reasons why using a Fitbit is going to help you be accountable when it comes to actually losing weight, maintaining your weight, or whatever your goal is, and how you can actually use it to progress during this pandemic we have going on right now. The main thing is that it forces you to be accountable. So by seeing that you have to do a certain amount of steps every day, you have to go out, you have to do it, and it's always there on your wrist at all times. So you know that, hey, I have this many steps I need to do today. It has to get done. And that's basically all there is to it. And no matter whether you're running or walking, whatever it is you're doing, you're increasing your steps, and that's all you need to track to lose the weight, maintain your body weight, etc. So the biggest factor necessary to lose weight after being in calorie deficit is by increasing movement. It's also a lot easier to move more than to keep dropping your calories so low that you start getting headaches and you have no energy at all. You've heard of people that they drop their calories really low, they're basically starving themselves. And yes, you'll lose weight for a while, but that's not going to be sustainable. It's going to drop your metabolic rate down. And as soon as you're off that diet, unfortunately, you're going to overeat, because that tends to be what happens after you're on a restrictive diet like that. As soon as that happens, you're going to gain all the weight back and more, because your metabolic rate's down here, but you're eating this many calories compared to where you're at the end of the diet. So very important not to drop your calories super low. You want a slight deficit. I'll go over that here in a minute, but basically what it boils down to is by simply increasing how much you move throughout the day, you're going to be able to burn more calories than creating a calorie deficit through food intake. So for people that work from home, this is incredibly important. As soon as I started working from home, I realized how easy it is to sit all day on the computer without getting up and moving every hour like most people do in normal jobs. The best way I found to lose weight by increasing your movement is simply by starting with a step goal and being consistent with it. At the same time, you should have a slight 250 to 500 calorie deficit to push fat loss. As long as you're still losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, you're on the right track. Once you start plateauing, it's time to start increasing your total steps for the day on your Fitbit. I would do something simple like adding 1,000 steps a day and see if there are any changes. By doing this, you're able to slowly increase how many calories you're burning without dropping your calorie intake really low and leading to low energy. If you find you're not losing, keep adding 1,000 steps per day each week and see if your fat loss continues. After you get to 10,000 steps per day, we can go ahead and drop your calories slightly once again. Anywhere between 250 to 500 calories once again is enough to push fat loss further. And the whole time we're doing this, we want to be training hard at all times, hitting our daily calories in some kind of, tracker like MyFitnessPal. And of course, make sure we're hitting our step goal and tracking it consistently on your Fitbit or any other smartwatch you might have. And then once we hit another plateau, you can increase your step goal by 1,000 per day as usual. After we get to 15,000 steps a day, we'll hold there and see where our fat loss ends up. You can go above and beyond this. You can go up to 20,000 steps or more, but after a while, it's just not going to be feasible for most people. They keep increasing their daily activity. So you're going to have to drop your calories at some point. Or if you're doing a lot of walking and stuff like that, just go outside and walk a little bit faster. Just increase the pace of those 15,000 steps or whatever it is you're doing so you can get them done in a more timely manner and you're still able to be productive throughout your day. And one of the cool things about this is if you're someone that is very sedentary, you're just at home, you're not able to go out, you should notice you'll get in better shape just by increasing how much you're moving throughout the day, even without dropping your calories. So something to think about. If you're following along and find the information I'm sharing valuable, definitely consider subscribing and drop a comment down below with what you think of this strategy for improving and increasing fat loss. Let's get back to the video. If you find it's hard to get the steps in by walking, start implementing running, use an Airdyne, elliptical, or any other form of cardio that incorporates your full body. You can also simply walk faster and cover more ground every time you walk. The other thing to consider is just how simple it is to track your steps on your Fitbit. It's super easy to make excuses and skip your cardio because it's hard. Because moving around more throughout the day is so easy, you can make the changes, track it, and have data to back up your weight loss and how you make it happen. It can be as simple as taking the stairs or just walking throughout your neighborhood throughout the day, walking circles around your house, whatever you have to do. But just by doing this, you're going to be able to lose more body fat over the long term compared to someone that's just doing it through diet. With a diet, you can keep lowering calories, but after a while, it's not going to be sustainable. You're going to be really hungry. But just by increasing how much you're moving, your weight loss will be much greater. I've found consistently doing more work and slowly decreasing your calories is a far better approach than not moving around throughout the day and creating a calorie deficit entirely through food. Try it out and let me know what kind of results you get in the comments below. The other positive to tracking your daily activity through a Fitbit or a smartwatch is that increasing increasing how much you're moving throughout the day, you're going to be able to eat more calories and lose more weight compared to someone that's just dropping their calories. They're not doing any exercise and they're completely sedentary. I've seen calorie trackers online where they say that they're completely sedentary, they're not doing any activity at all, and you have to drop your calories very, very low just to make fat loss even occur. So if you find you're someone that's not losing weight and you think you're in a calorie deficit and you're actually not, it's probably because your activity level is so low. Very, very low calorie limit you're at is not going to be sustainable anyways, and you're not going to be able to lose weight even at the starting stages of a diet. So by moving more, doing more exercise, you can eat more food while still losing weight. Something to think about. That's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you're new to the channel and you like to see how to get stronger, build more muscle, and how to build and train in a home gym, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.